welcome to my channel, Perseus Reign. I'm Ebony and I will be your host today. I just wanted to come on and sort of introduce myself and tell you all a little bit more about who I am and my channel as my first video. Really excited to start out here on YouTube. And as we talk today, I am going to be painting something Halloween themed because it is Halloween today. So we are coming out of spooky season and moving into November, which should be pretty exciting. And I am wearing my Halloween themed earrings in the spirit of Halloween. They're little cauldrons. I got them on Etsy. This is my first time wearing them today, and I thought it would be a great chance to show them off since I think they're very cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started working on my canvas as I just tell you all a little bit about the direction of this channel and where I hope to take it. So I've been painting for about 3 years now, and I have been interested in painting since I was younger, but I just always doubted myself and felt like I wasn't going to be that good at it, so I never did it. And finally I said, to hell with all that fear, it's not serving me, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. So I went and got some canvas and some paints, and I've been doing this ever since. I like to believe that I'm self-taught, or that I just have a natural affinity for these things. So we are doing something Halloween themed, like I said. And although I used to be really self-conscious about sharing my art with other people, I just decided, I really want to start putting myself out there more and making more opportunities for myself and my art to be seen. Even if it doesn't look like anyone else's art, it's not supposed to, it's mine. So here we are. And we're just going with the flow, we are not going to stress or fret about these things. We're just going to have fun and see where it takes us, right? And that's pretty much the theme of my channel here on YouTube, is just going with the flow, trying new things, and really finding my niche, not only on YouTube, but in life. Where do I belong? Who are my people? Where am I supposed to be? And that's just a part of my journey of self-discovery. And I think that it would be great to share that experience with you all. At this point in my life, being that I am on a journey of healing and self-discovery, that's going to be a big part of what this channel is about and what we will be working towards on this channel, or at least what I will be working towards and hopefully will be inspiring you to do in your own lives. And speaking of self-discovery and healing, I want to talk a little bit more about my channel name for those of you who are curious about what Perseus Reign really means. And just bear with me while I try and perfect this a little bit here. We're not looking for perfection necessarily, but I do think if I slow down for a moment, I can really get what I'm looking for here. All right, I didn't want to mess that up. But my channel's name, Perseus Reign, what does that really mean? For those of you who are not mythology buffs, I'm just allowing this to dry a bit before I continue painting. For those of you who are not mythology buffs, Persephone was a young goddess, or the mythology of Persephone was that she was a young goddess. She was daughter of Demeter and Zeus. Demeter is the goddess of harvest and fertility. And in Persephone's myth, Hades falls in love with her. He sees her one day out in a field with her friends. He falls in love with her, and he decides he's going to kidnap her and take her to the underworld. So he devises this plan, sucks up the ground beneath her, and pulls her down into the underworld with him. And while she's in the underworld, her mom comes looking for her. So Demeter is looking around. Where's my daughter? She's nowhere to be found. And she's freaking out. She is not able to perform her duties because she's so distraught. And the crops are dying. There's famine. All sorts of things are going wrong because Demeter is so grief-stricken over the loss of her daughter. So Zeus decides to intervene because Demeter is not doing what she needs to do. And as a result, he tells Hades, something's got to be done. And he comes up with a compromise. And that compromise is that Persephone will spend 6 months on Earth with her mother, Demeter, and she'll spend the other 6 months of the year down in the underworld, serving as Hades's queen and wife, essentially. And throughout all this change, Persephone comes to grow into her role as the queen of the underworld and kind of like reign supreme. And supposedly she falls for Hades, but who's to say that wasn't Stockholm Syndrome, right? Anywho, there's variations of the story where Persephone eats these pomegranate seeds, and because she's only eaten 6, she is able to leave the underworld for the other 6 months of the year, because those who eat the pomegranate are then forced to stay in the underworld. But essentially what the myth is explaining is the different cycles of our lives, as well as the change in the seasons. So for the 6 months that Persephone is on Earth with her mother Demeter, those are the spring and summer months. So the earth is fertile and the grass is green and the flowers are blooming and everything is alive, essentially. And then when Persephone returns to the underworld for the other 6 months of the year, that explains the fall and winter seasons. But I think that I kind of look at it as the seasons of our lives. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how things are going to turn out necessarily. And so you have to be willing to kind of go with the flow and rise to the challenge of your life. Getting things wrong, messing up, having to start over. These are a lot of patterns and different circumstances that we have to go through as humans. Let me just break for a moment here and show you guys. Oh, that was the wrong color. I didn't mean to get white. I want to show you guys kind of what I've done so far on the painting. But I want to just fix one little mistake here. There we go. So this is what we've got so far. Look at that. So it's a little witch on her broomstick. She's probably flying out for a Halloween night party. You know, she's got a little hair in a braid. She got her boots on. She cute. She know it. All right. But I'm going to stop being foolish and continue. I want to add a few more elements to this as we continue to talk. Aside from painting, a few of my other interests are, if it wasn't completely obvious yet, I'm very much into all things mystical, magical, witchy. I am studying spellcraft right now because I think that's really interesting. I think it's really cool. And I'm also into spirituality. I'm into crystals. I have a pretty modest crystal collection that I'd love to share with you guys at a later date. I am currently growing it, and I'm in the process of growing always. So the bigger it gets and more impressive it gets, I'm going to show that to you guys over time. And I'm hoping to share some of my art with you on this channel. Eventually, at some point, I want to take the time and share with you all some of the paintings that I've done in my past that I think would be really cool, and I can explain the meaning behind them, as well as kind of what inspired me to create certain paintings that I did. And I'm hoping on this channel to share some aspects of my healing and spiritual journey, any insights that I feel might be useful for you all, or inspiring or empowering. I would also like to share some of my writing with you. I am a writer and I do write poetry. I've been writing poetry for years now, since I was very young. So I'd love to share that with you. And random musings, things that are just kind of on my mind, maybe a few vlogs. I'm thinking a movie or a book review, maybe things that I'm reading or learning about that I may want to share over time. But like I said, you know, kind of going with the flow, embracing change. I'm not putting myself in too much of a box here, but a lot of it is going to be geared towards trying new things, having new experiences, and anything that I might deem artsy and fun, just to kind of show off and share with you all. My witch is looking really good here. She is just on her way. Who knows what she's doing? Maybe she's going trick-or-treating. I don't know, but I know she's cute and she's having a good time. I want to add a few clouds in the background. I think that might be nice. I'm adding some silver to the moon and a little bit of kind of like a dot fashion, just to show some texture, to show how close she is to the moon. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just talking. But we're having a good time, and I think that's all that matters. I mean, at least I am. I hope you are too. Okay. So once I get this little detail in there, I'm going to show you all. And I think I'm going to add some stars. So yeah, I pretty much have just kind of tapped the painting with some silver and some white. Oh, I messed up a little bit there. We don't got to tell nobody about that. And that's it. Yeah, it's got a little texture, a little detail. And I want to add some stars and a few clouds just in the back, and we'll be all finished here. All right, so now I'm just adding these clouds in. I always wonder about my clouds. I love making paintings of, or doing paintings of, the sky, but I always wonder about my clouds because I fear that sometimes they look a little less like clouds and more like, I don't know, garbage. Yeah, I don't know. I just never really, I'm never really sure about these clouds that I do. So I'm not going to add too many because I feel like sometimes I just add way too many. I'm going to just add a few little happy clouds, as Bob Ross would say, right? But yeah, just a few little lingering clouds might be fun. And then some stars, and then our little witch is on her way. And I hope she has a happy Halloween, and I hope that you all are having a happy Halloween if you do choose to celebrate. Make sure it's safe and that you're just having a good time. You know, I think we should find more reasons to celebrate in our lives these days. Especially with so much going on in the world. I think it's good to just find a reason to do something fun that you like. All right, and let me go ahead and add some of these stars in the back. Now, I know that a lot of people, like I see a lot of people when they do their stars, they do it all meticulously. They cover the picture. I'm not gonna do that because, you know, it's all about having a good time in the adventure, right? So we're just gonna add a few stars. Ooh, I think I'm making a mess. And then I will show you. All right, so clearly I am a mess. Making those stars was a very messy process. And now I have to go back in and add some black to that silhouette where I got white everywhere. But what can I say? We have fun on this channel. We make a mess on this channel. Life is messy. Deal with it. All right, so we're just about done. Yeah, there she is. And I can't wait to show you all because I'm very excited about what I've done here. And here we are. How lovely. I'm going to call her Edwina. This is Edwina. And I've got to sign my name somewhere. And I'm going to start putting the dates on my paintings. But look at her. She ain't perfect, but I mean, neither are you. And I love her. I love her. I hope you like her too. She's just enjoying her Halloween. And that's all I've got for you guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a wonderful and safe Halloween. And just celebrating not only the holiday, but yourselves, your families, your lives, and just having a good one. I hope to post maybe 1 to 2 videos a week. I hope you find the content to be interesting, exciting, relevant, and useful. And don't forget to like, subscribe for more content such as this, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss new content from me. Thanks again. Until next time. Bye.